EO 43 amends EO 26 granting a COVID-19 hazard pay at the rate of 500 pesos to government workers who physically report for work. The national government agencies or NGAs, including state universities and colleges or ECQs, and government-owned hazard pay for government workers reporting in ECQ, MECQ areas. President Rodrigo Duterte on Wednesday signed an administrative order or AO granting a COVID-19 hazard pay to government personnel who physically report for work in areas under enhanced community quarantine or ECQ and modified ECQ or MECQ. EO 43 amends EO 26 granting a COVID-19 hazard pay at the rate of 500 pesos to government workers who physically report for work. The national government agencies or NGAs, including state universities and colleges or ECQs, and government-owned or controlled corporations or GOCCs, are authorized to grant COVID-19 hazard pay to personnel who physically report for work during the implementation of an enhanced community quarantine and modified enhanced community quarantine in their respective workstations in an amount not exceeding 500 pesos per day per person, the AO read. Under the AO, the heads of government agencies may grant the COVID-19 hazard pay to their personnel without the need for further approval of the Department of Budget and Management or DBM, provided the personnel have been authorized to physically report for work at their respective offices or workstations on the prescribed physical working hours by the head of agency or office during the period of implementation of ECQ and MECQ measures in the area of such office or workstation. For GOCCs, the funds needed for the grant of COVID-19 hazard pay shall be charged against their respective approved corporate operating budgets or COBs for the current fiscal year. Should a GOCC have insufficient funds to fully cover the COVID-19 hazard pay at 500 pesos per day per person, a lower but uniform rate may be granted for all qualified personnel. For local government units or LGUs, including those in the barangays who physically report for work, shall be determined by the respective sanggunians or councils depending on the LGU's financial capability at rates not exceeding 500 pesos per day per person. Except for the foregoing amendments, all other provisions of AO number 26 shall remain unchanged. The AO takes effect immediately upon its publication in the official gazette or a newspaper of general circulation. On Tuesday, Duterte also signed AO 42 allowing the continued grant of 5,000 pesos per month COVID-19 special risk allowance to private and public healthcare workers with direct exposures to COVID-19 patients. Duterte signs the AO to recognize the heroic and invaluable contributions of our health workers throughout the country, who bravely and unselfishly risk their lives and health by being at the forefront of national efforts to respond to the pandemic. Under AO 42, the grant of the COVID-19 SRA shall be prorated based on the number of days that the frontline health workers physically report for work in a month, as certified by the head of the hospital, laboratory, or medical and quarantine facility or his or her authorized representatives reckoned from September 15, 2020 until June 30, 2021. On Monday, Duterte placed NCR plus areas under General Community Quarantine or GCQ with restrictions until June 15. Baguio City, Kalinga, Mountain Province, Abra, Car, Isabela, Nueva Vizcaya, Quirino, Region 2, Batangas, Quezon, Region 4A, Iligan City, Region 10, Davao City, Region 11, and Lanao del Sur and Cotabato City, BARM are also under GCQ. Areas put under MECQ include Santiago City, Cagayan Region 2, Apayao, Benguet, Ifugao, Car, Puerto Princesa City, Region 4B, Iloilo City, Region 6, Zamboanga City, Zamboanga Sibugay, Zamboanga del Sur, and Zamboanga del Norte under Region 9, Cagayan de Oro City, Region 10, and Butuan City, Agusan del Sur, Caraga. The rest of the country will be under the least restrictive Modified General Community Quarantine or MGCQ for the whole month of June. Thank you very much.